Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Invocation prayers. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana-salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yutapadakalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavasya Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। भगवद गीता चैप्टर 9, most confidence in knowledge, verse number 28. शुभाशुभ फलैर एवं
शुभाशुभफलैरेवं
मोक्ष्यसे कर्म बंधनै
मोक्ष्यसे कर्मबन्धने
संन्यास योग युक्तात्मा
सन्न्यासयोगयुक्तात्मा
विमुक्तो मामुपैष्यसि।
विमुक्तो मामुपैष्यसि।
शुभाशुभ फलैर एवं
शुभाशुभफलैरेवं
मोक्ष्यसे कर्म बंधनै
मोक्ष्यसे कर्मबन्धने
संन्यास योग युक्तानां
सन्न्यासयोगयुक्तात्मा
विमुक्तो मामुपैष्यसि।
विमुक्तो मामुपैष्यसि।
शुभाशुभ फलैरेवं
शुभाशुभफलैरेवं
मोक्ष्यसे कर्म बंधनै
मोक्ष्यसे कर्मबन्धने
संन्यास योग युक्तात्मा
सन्न्यासयोगयुक्तात्मा
विमुक्तो मामुपैष्यसि।
विमुक्तो मामुपैष्यसि।
Anyone want to read?
शुभाशुभफलैरेवं
शुभाशुभ फलैरेवं
शुभाशुभफलैरेव
मोक्ष्यसे कर्मबन्धने
मोक्षसे कर्मबन्धने
सन्न्यासयोगयुक्तात्मा
सन्न्यासयोगयुक्तात्मा
विमुक्तो मामुपैष्यसि।
विमुक्तो मामुपैष्यसि। शुभाशुभफलैरेव
शुभाशुभफलैरेवं
मोक्षसे कर्मबन्धने
मोक्ष्यसे कर्मबन्धने
सन्न्यासयोगयुक्तात्मा
सन्न्यासयोगयुक्तात्मा
विमुक्तो माम् उपास्यसि।
विमुक्तो मामुपैष्यसि।
शुभाशुभफलैरेवं
शुभाशुभफलैरेवं
शुभाशुभफलैरेव
मोक्ष्यसे कर्मबन्धनैः
मोक्षसे
मोक्ष्यसे
कर्मबन्धने
कर्मबन्धने
सन्न्यासयोगयुक्तात्मा
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 विमुक्तो मामुपेष्यसि।
विमुक्तो
विमुक्तो
मामुपैष्यसि।
मामुपश्यसि।
Anyone else? Okay. So word by word meaning. Subh from auspicious,
Shubha from auspicious,
Ashubh and inauspicious,
Ashubha and inauspicious,
Falai results,
Palai results,
Evam thus,
Evam thus,
Moksha you will become free.
Moksha say you will become free.
Karma of work,
Karma of work,
Bandhanaih, from the bondage.
Bandhanai, from the bondage.
Sannyas, of renunciation.
Sannyasa, of renunciation.
Yoga, the yoga.
Yoga, the yoga.
Yukta Atma, having the mind firmly set on.
Yukta Atma, having the mind firmly set on.
Vimuktaha, liberated.
Vimuktaha, liberated.
Mam, to me.
Mam, to me.
Upashyasi, you will attain.
Upaishyasi, you will attain.
Translation and purport given by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. In this way, you will be free from bondage to work and its auspicious and inauspicious results. With your mind fixed on me, in this principle of renunciation, you will be liberated and come to me. So, one more time. Geeta Malamataji, can you read one more time?
Translation. In this way, you will be freed from bondage to work and its auspicious and inauspicious results. With your mind fixed on me, in this principle of renunciation, you will be liberated and come to me.
Thank you, Mataji. So, hearing from you back, one who acts in Krishna consciousness under superior direction is called Yukta. Meaning of Yukta means having the yoga, means connected, meaning is not the linked exactly, but it is connected. The technical term is Yukta Vairagya. This is further explained by Rupa Goswami as follows. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 1.2.255. Anasaktasya visayan yathar aham upayunjatah nirbandha krishna sambandhe yuktam vairagyam uchyate. Rupa Goswami says that as long as we are in this material world, we have to act. We cannot cease acting. Therefore, if action are performed and the fruits are given to Krishna, then that is called Yukta Vairagya. Actually situated in renunciation, such activities clear the mirror of the mind. And as the actor gradually makes progress in spiritual realization, he becomes completely surrendered to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, at the end, he becomes liberated, and thus liberation is also specified. Very important thing. By thus liberation, he does not become one with the Brahma Jyoti, but rather enters into the planet of the Supreme Lord. It is clearly mentioned here, Mam Upashyasi. He comes to me, back home, back to Godhead. There are 5 different stages of liberation, and there it is specified that the devotee who has always lived his lifetime here under the direction of the Supreme Lord, as stated, has evolved to the point where he can, after quitting his body, go back to Godhead and engage directly in the association of the Supreme Lord. I think there is a echo.
Oh, should I put my...
Yeah, thank you, Mataji. anyone who has to no interest but to dedicate his life to the service of the Lord is actually sannyasi. Srila Prabhupada is giving the his characteristics and his work and all those things about the sannyasi, what he does. Such a person always thinks of himself as an eternal servant, independent on the supreme will of the Lord. As such, whatever he does it for the benefit of the Lord. Whatever action is performed, he performs it as service to the Lord. He does not give serious attention to the fruitive activities or prescribed duties mentioned in Vedas. For ordinary persons, it is obligatory to execute the prescribed duties mentioned in the Vedas, but although a pure devotee who is completely engaged in the service of the Lord may sometimes appear to go against the prescribed Vedic duties, actually, it is not so. It is said, therefore, by Vaishnava authorities that even the most intelligent person cannot understand the plans and activities of a pure devotee, and exact word are tanra, vakya kriya, mudra, vigeh na bhujai. Chaitanya Charitamrit Madhya Leela 23.39. A person who is thus always engaged in the service of the Lord, or is always thinking of planning how to serve the Lord, is to be considered completely liberated at present, and in the future his going back home, back to Godhead, is guaranteed. He is above all materialistic criticism, just as Krishna is above all criticism. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Srilupa Swami Niti Namine. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunnavadi Paschata Desatarine. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. So I'm begging mercy from all of you. Please give your blessing so that I can speak few words on this topic. And seems like a wonderful purport given by the Srila Prabhupada. Actually, I thought how I will be able to do it, but because early morning, wake up 3 o'clock, and then coming home and doing altar service, and then after that going to work and then coming. But by reading this purport, it gave me like a boost. So my all nidras has gone out. Whatever I was thinking about, I will be really tired. So thank you so much, Gita Mala Mataji, giving me this service.
Thank you, Prabhu, for doing it in spite of all your difficulties.
No, this is not difficult, Mataji. So just blessing from all of you. So this chapter is called the most confidential knowledge. So Krishna has given the most confidential knowledge in this chapter. And what is the most confidential knowledge? How to come to our original situation, means constitutional position stage. And he is given. And he is giving the key in the first 1 to 3 verse. Hearing. Hearing is to whom hear? To the from hearing from the qualified person. And then also hearing is the qualification and also disqualification. How to hear? Faithful hearing. Whatever Krishna is saying, Krishna's message, that has to be executed faithfully, and then faithless person will be forced into the repeated cycle of birth and death in this material pool. And then 4 to 10, Lord Krishna is saying about his Aishwarya Gyan, means relationship of this material world, how all those things is directed by him, and he is away from all those things and he is neutral. And then 11 to 25, that has been described that fools neglects bhakti and divine dawn. So Duratma, and then also Mahatma, and then also it has been described indirect worshippers, ekatvena, prithaktvena, sarvata bahutomukha, means monism, and then those who are thinking God is pervading everywhere. And then prithaktvena means there are demigod worshippers. And then after that, Lord Krishna is describing the glories of the devotional service, 26 to 34, and we are somewhere in the middle of the first section of that. He's saying, you have to offer me a leaf, flower, water, fruits with love and devotion. And then after that, he's saying how to become the yukta. In other words, yukta vairagya. So he's giving the key for that. Let me read the verse. Chapter 9, 27. Yat karosi yad asnasi yad juhosi dadasi yat tapasyasi konteya tat kurusha madarpanam. Madarpanam means whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer, or give away, means giving donation, or whatever austerity you perform, do that, O son of Kunti, as an offering to me. So Krishna is saying, that way you will be free from karma, and then you will come to me. So he is giving the key. And Srila Prabhupada, he is giving warning to us. It has to be under the guidance. That is the most important thing. Superior direction. Krishna, one who acts in Krishna consciousness under superior directions is called yukta. So that is the beauty of that. So we don't have to go to the jungle or anything. We have to be in this material world, part of the material world, but to see everything is related to the Krishna, because he has given the Aishwarya Gyan at second topic. And by understanding that, one can act, everything belongs to him, and then offer to him and take it as a whatever quota has been sanctioned to us. According to the Sri Ishopanishad, there is a fixed quota for the persons, and then we have to take that much only, not become the greedy, because there is a needs, and there is a need to keep the body and soul together. And that is very difficult to maintain the body and soul together. And that is the needs. And then after that, there is a wants, and need will transfer to the wants, and then transfer means wants will become the greeds. So we have to check at the before the wants. So need is important. Without necessity means completing the necessity things, it is very difficult to perform anything. And until or unless someone is giving everything to the Krishna, then whatever he will do means working day and night, no problem. Today I was discussing with one of my friend when I was driving to my office, and he was asking to me, what do you think about there was a discussion topic came out, the material and spiritual. So his discussion was, I'm making the YouTube video and then it has to be certain things. Then I told him there has to be point also, what is the important things. There is a shreyas and there is a prayers. If we are acting on the platform of prayers, then there is no means it is not going to be beneficial to the human society. Beneficial will be when we will connect to the Lord. And that time he was saying, what do you think about the money? So I told him, money is like a honey. Money is very important. And right now we are reading that yad karosi yad yohu, whatever you are giving, charity, performing the charity, it means that is also very important. Three things should not stop at any conditions: yajna, dana, and tapasya. Sacrifice, and then austerity, and then charity. So if someone is thinking money is like a material, no. Money will be material when someone is thinking about himself and just keeping to themselves only, living like a animal, hawks and dogs, cats, and that way life, then it will be material. Otherwise, if it is for the benefit of whole society, then it is very important thing. So I'm coming back to the topic that so Lord is saying, whatever you do, offer it, do it for me. And then that way you will be connected to me and you will be liberated. And Srila Prabhupada is quoting from the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu given by Rupa Goswami, Yukta Vairagya. And best example is Bhaktivinoda Thakur's prayer, Manasa Deha Geha Je Kuch More Arpilu Tua Pade Nanda Kishore. So whatever, hey Lord Nanda Kishore, this family, Manas Deha, this body, Geha means byproduct, wife, husband, or children's, whatever it is their home, it has been given by you, and O son of the Nanda, means Krishna, I am giving you back. So that is the actual translation is mind, body, and family, whatever may be mine, I have surrendered all your lotus feet, O youthful son of Nanda. In good fortune or in bad, in life or death, all my difficulties have disappeared by choosing those feet of yours as my only shelter. So surrender. Saranagati also, that it is there. Maybe this song, maybe, let me see. It is from the Saranagati. Bhakti Manoj Thakur has given the book, so that Saranagati, it is from there only. Slay me or protect me as you wish, for you all, you are the master of your eternal servant. It means I am your eternal servant and you are my master. So Lord Chaitanya's Siddhastakam also the same thing also. May I be born again as a worm, as long as I may remain your devotee. I have no desire to be born as a Brahma. Averse to you means if I am away from you, I don't want that kind of opulent life. I want your lotus feet only. I yearn I yearn for company of that devotee who is completely devoid of all desire for worldly enjoyment of liberation. So liberation is also not good. Father, mother, lover, son, lord, preceptors, and husband, you are everything to me. And Bhakti Vinod Thakur is saying, Oh Kanha, means Krishna, please hear me, O Lord of Radha, Radhanath, Tuhu Amar Paran, you are my life and soul. So that surrender has to be there. So how it will come, Srila Prabhupada has given the key in the purport just by acting on the platform of Yukta Vairagya. So he's saying, it is clearly mentioned, Mana, he comes to me back home, there are, no, it is somewhere he has given like, renounce such activities, clear the mind, clear the mirror of the mind, and as the actor gradually makes progress in his spiritual realizations, he becomes completely surrendered to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And Srila Prabhupada is talking about the liberation. So liberation is warning. How many kind of liberation? Can someone tell? There are stages. We read it in the purport.
Yeah, Sahyujya, Samipya, Sarupya, right? All of those.
Yeah, 5 different
And
stages of liberation. So Sayuj means merging into the Brahma Jyoti. And where is the Brahma Jyoti? Brahma Jyoti is in this, not kind of in this material world. Everything is coming through. So that way, yes, but not in the spiritual sky. Coming the Brahma Jyoti from the spiritual sky. So not entering into the spiritual planet, it is merging, and so that is kind of spiritual suicide. But other one, there are 5 kinds of liberation has been mentioned. 5 types are kind, whatever you can say. Salokya, residing in the large planets, and then Sarupya, it has been mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam 2.7.49. And means having the form like a lard, Sarasti means opulences like a lard, and Samipya means remain as an associate of the Lord. So these 4 has been described in 2.7.49, and then Sayujimukti, that has been described in the Srimad Bhagavatam 1.9.42. And apart from there is another highest kind of liberation. Can anyone guess it? It is called Vimukti. special mukti. And that has been described in Srimad Bhagavatam 4.8.61 by Narad Muni to Dhruva Maharaj when he was entering, planning for the starting the austerity. And that time Narad Muni was saying, Viraktas Chendriya Ratau Bhakti Yogin Bhuyasa Tam Nirantara Bhavena, means Nirantara Bhavena, Bhajen Tadha Vimuktaye. So, if one is very serious about liberation, he must stick to the process of transcendental loving service, engaging 24 hours a day in the highest stage of ecstasy. And he must certainly be aloof from all activities of sense gratification. Anyabhilashita sunyam jnana karmadi anavritam anukulyena krishnanusilana uttama bhakti. So that is a bhakti. That's what I'm guessing. Because this is the related to the loving, performing the loving devotional service to the Lord favorably and thinking 24/7. Who can do that? Bhakta, pure devotee of the Lord. Even they don't care about the going up or down, Swarga, Apavarga, Narkeshu. No, they are thinking about 24/7, engaging in Lord's devotional service. And Srila Prabhupada, he talks about the sannyasi. So I was reading the purport and then thought was going, who is actual sannyasi? And Lord Krishna, he says that, O Arjuna, in 8.7, that Bhagavad-Gita, you should always think of me in the form of Krishna and at the same time carry out your prescribed duties of fighting. He's saying about the fighting because he is connected to the Lord Krishna, thinking about the Krishna. So that's why he's doing under the guidance of whom? Krishna. So with your activities dedicated to me and your mind and intelligence fixed on me, you will attain me without doubt. So Krishna is giving guarantee also. And then Manmana Bhav Mad Bhaktu Madhyasi Mam Namaskuru at the last verse of this and 1865. Same thing is there too. So he is giving one time to time glimpse also about his abode and all those things, eternal things, and also giving us guarantee to. But we are the spoiled child. We don't want to go back home, back to Godhead, Krishna Loka. So that is our problem. But like a loving father, he sends his messenger, he comes personally, but we don't want to go there. That is our problem. And so what else point? About the sannyasi. So Cyril Prabhupada is saying, Lord, anyone who has no interest but to dedicate his life to the service of the Lord is actually a sannyasi. Such a person always thinks of himself as an eternal servant, dependent on the supreme will of the Lord, means depending upon the supreme will of the Lord. Either good or bad, it doesn't matter. They are beyond that. Veda deals about the three modes of material nature. And Lord Krishna is saying you have to come beyond of that, beyond the mode of nature. So as such, whatever he does it for benefit of Lord. Whatever action is performs, he perform it as service to the Lord. He does not give serious attention to the fruitive activities. Anya vilasita sunyam jnana karma means mental speculations and fruitive activities. There is nothing related to that. And our prescribed duties mentioned in the Vedas. For ordinary person, it is obligatory to execute the prescribed duties mentioned in the Vedas. But although a pure devotee who is completely engaged in the service of the Lord may sometimes appear to go against the prescribed Vedic duties, actually it is not so. An example by Srila Prabhupada, by his example, Srila Prabhupada's example, sannyasi should not go to the marriage or perform the rituals for marriage, but Srila Prabhupada, he did all those things because he was transcendental and he was on the transcendental platform, acting, everything was dedicated to the Lord. And by hearing this, immediately my thought came to the who is the actual sannyasi. Can anyone guess it? Bhakta. Bhakta are the real sannyasi, sadhu. And Sadhu Sangastaka, it is mentioned in the 3.25.23 verse, chapter, sorry, Canto 3 of Srimad Bhagavatam, chapter 25, pure devotional service. And in that 20 to 27 is called Sadhu Sangastaka. So there Lord Kapil Dev is describing about the characteristic of the sadhu. So there it is mentioned that Madasrayaha katham listham srinvanti kathayanti cha tapanti vibhittapas netas chadget chetasaha. Means engaged constantly in chanting and hearing about me, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The sadhu do not suffer from material miseries because they are always filled with the thought of my pastime and activities. It means they are on a transcendental platform. So they are beyond all those material problems. That is the beauty of this verse. And Krishna is giving guarantee. And he is saying in the 925, those who worship the demigods will take birth among them, and they are on this material planets, in this material world, and it means their results will be also the same way. Those who worship the ancestor go to the ancestors also in this material world. Those who worship ghost and spirit will take birth among such beings, and those who worship me will live with me where in spiritual abode. So I will stop here. If any question or a comment. And good thing is that this is the Kartik month, very auspicious month, and it is called like a sales month because every month is having their deities. And for the Kartik month, Damodar month, Radharani is the deities of the month. So she is very dear to Lord Krishna. So whatever someone is performing the bhakti or little work or anything spiritual related to Krishna, then it will multiply thousands and thousands times. So this is good time to start and take shelter of the Lord and do some austerity and penance and do the charity also according to our capacity. Best ways to give some donation to the temple. And it is going to be very beneficial. So I will stop any question or comment. Hare Krishna.
So Yukta Vairagya means even if you are in Grahastha life, you can still be a sannyasi in that sense, right? As
Exactly, Mataji.
like
Prahlad
Bhaktivinoda
Maharaj, what is
Thakur.
saying? Yeah. Prahlad Maharaj is saying, I don't want to go away or go to the jungle. So far, realized soul, they have kept up to the themselves, but I want to give everyone to the society. That is the best welfare. Here in the purport, Srila Prabhupada was saying that sannyasi, what does he does? For the benefit of the Lord. So what is the benefit of the Lord? Because Lord want us to go back home, back to Godhead. So sannyasi means does the same things too, engaging us according to our capacity, adhikara, varna and asrama, whatever our psychophysical nature is there, accordingly he engages us so that we can improve and improve.
Mhm.
And also you can look, there are 12 Mahajana. Among those 12 Mahajana, 8 Mahajanas are Grihasthas.
Never thought about that.
So they are the Grihastha. 8 Mahajanas, sorry. So you can guess it. Like Lord Shiva, then Yamraj, and then
Janak
Janak
Maharaj.
Maharaj, Bali Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, and Sukdev Goswami, and Manu, Swambhu Manu.
Shukdev Goswami?
Yeah, he was also married, Grihastha.
Oh.
Initially, he was impersonalist, but after hearing the Srimad Bhagavatam, and then he became, he was situated on the Yukta.
But I didn't know he was married.
I was also thinking the same way, but I heard he was a Grihastha too. Any other question or comment? Then we should end here, Mataji? Or until or unless you want to add something. I got disconnected or I am not able to hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm talking on mute.
Oh, sorry, Mataji.
Yeah, I said you're also a little tired. We can stop early if there are no other questions.
Okay.
So anyone has any other questions? Very nice class, Prabhu, and very nice verse and purport, like you said.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you. Hare Krishna. So we will stop here.
Stop here, yeah. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha
Kripa
Tata
sindhubhye
sindhubhye evacha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavabhyo namo namaha Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda ki jai.